Good morning, friends. Okay, so we have a day in the life. Excited to take you along with us, and we're going to do some cooking in the kitchen, and I'm going to show you how we're kind of wrapping up our homeschool term 3, what the girls are doing just to finish up the year so that we can take like a 6 to 8 week break for our summer, and also getting some things finished in the garden, Lord willing, hopefully this afternoon. So I'll show you kind of our garden plan today, which is really fun. But this morning, I'm gonna be kicking off the morning, still really early. The kids are doing and finishing up their routine. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some raw chocolate milk. This is a really easy recipe and the kids love it. And it's, great, and it's got all your, nutrients and proteins, and it's just a whole food complex for them. So it's just simply egg yolks, which we're going to use from our chickens, and maple syrup and cocoa. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that up. Yes, you can say that if you want. Now, I'm going to go ahead and set aside the egg whites because my daughter is going to make some meringues later. We have a string recital tomorrow, and so we're going to be making a couple desserts that we're going to share with you. So she's going to make some spring meringues. So we're going to set aside those egg white yolks for her. Oh yeah, it just depends. Well, the other is there. All right, go to your viola. Am I almost done? No, it takes a couple minutes to make. I always forget how foamy. It's been like a little while since I made the chocolate milk, but we're getting more milk today. And one of the easiest ways for me to use up the milk is to make chocolate milk. So it's a little bit frothy, and so I had to wait a second for it to die down, but it's so good. So you could easily, this could be like a complete breakfast for the kids, and then you just, give them a piece of like homemade bread or something. So anyway, I will post that down below, but basically just, add more maple syrup if you need it to be a little bit sweeter. But it's just cocoa, maple syrup, and the egg yolks blended together, and it's super nutritious breakfast. All right, so see, this is what we call an easy breakfast. It's some leftover toast from a couple weeks ago I had in the freezer. We put some grass-fed butter on there, and they're dipping away chocolate milk. It's like having a complete protein. So it's good, right, guys? Makes it way easier to drink your milk when it tastes like candy, chocolate. But it's sweetened with maple syrup, so it's not like they're getting a big dose of sugar. So that is how we're starting off our very full but good productive day we have ahead of us. Miss Emmeline to get dressed. She has moved up to size 3 to 6 months. Yeah, can't believe it. Why are you getting so big? Why are you getting so big so fast? You getting so big? You're getting so big. Say good morning. Good morning. Booby dooby doo. Hi. Good morning. No, not gonna talk, but she usually does talk a lot. Just not apparently this morning. Emmeline, roll over. Emmeline. Dang it. She just rolled over, like the first time, accidentally.
And we weren't looking.
We weren't looking because we were doing school.
We looked over and she had rolled over.
Emmeline, can you roll over again? Yeah. Can you do it? Come on. Oh! We got it. was. We did not think I'd get that recorded. That's amazing.
She rolled over hilarious.
Wow, big girl. It is like the perfect spring day. Girls are doing their school, and we're just sitting out here killing some time before it's nap time. I did get this first half of my garden in. I'm trying to get the rest of it done. So we have our tomatoes here. I did plant less than last year, but this is my first year. It's my third year doing this garden and gardening. It's my third year to gardening, and it's my first year actually getting some Romas type tomatoes. So I'm hoping to try my hand at some sauces this fall, but otherwise we have some bigger tomatoes and then just 3, and then I got some tomatillos because the girls want to try and make some green tomatillo salsa. But that's it for the tomatoes. This area gets full sun, so it's in the front of our house, but I don't have anywhere else that's like full sun in our yard. So, and then the rest, the other 3 garden beds here are all peppers, mostly hot peppers, because we have canned hot peppers 2 years in a row, and they don't even last the whole year because we love hot peppers so much. So that so far is what's done, and what I'm hoping to do this afternoon is the other side of the garage, which has some more plants. So what a beautiful day, right, Juliet? Did you come narrate to me?
No.
Oh.
Tomato salsa is called verde salsa.
Oh, what is it called?
Verde salsa.
Verde salsa.
I mean salsa verde.
And you guys got the idea from your aunt, right?
Yeah, she makes it.
Yeah, my husband's little sister made some tomatillo salsa. Anyway, we're just out here watching the boys. Look at this 3-year-old. Look at him. Last week, right, David? Last week we took off those wheels, and you are just crushing it. 3 years old. Amazing. So I've shared this yeast bread before, but we make it almost once a week, and it is just honestly the easiest bread. Makes 2 loaves, and if we have any extra, I'll just freeze it, or sometimes we'll give it to the chickens. But the whole thing only takes 2 hours, so it's just like super easy. It all mixes up in the KitchenAid, just a basic recipe. So I'm just gonna put this in here in this bowl, flip it over, cover it up with a towel, and then I'll just let it sit for an hour, and we're gonna have fresh bread later today.
11th birthday and Golden birthday. I'll write you a little paper. What happened on this?
That's 114 years ago.
I'll tell you, I'll
the
write you a
first
card.
Indianapolis 500 car race was held.
Michael, why'd you put the one on that next to you?
Oh, these are good. From Costco. And our last time we went grocery shopping.
A yearly tradition after this in 1911.
5 stars. Try them out.
This is your plate.
What do you think, Michael? Good? They're like just got a little bit of a kick.
Not for me. I
Really good. Look.
Those by themselves.
Yeah, Adelaide can handle spicy. Okay, so I made that this morning, right? Right?
Yeah, it was so
It's
good.
gone. They drink the whole thing. So it's a great way to get in some raw milk. Super easy. Yeah, I will definitely link that chocolate milk recipe down below for sure. So with our lunch, we're like eating up a whole bunch of leftover hot dogs and burgers because we had a big Memorial Day cookout. But I mean, it makes it lunch when you got like some watermelon with it, right? It's the best. So we're gonna get a couple more things done in the kitchen. My oldest is finishing up her school, and then she's gonna make some meringues, and I'm gonna actually try a recipe that we can use rhubarb with. So I got a whole bunch of rhubarb from a friend, so I already chopped it up really fine. This rhubarb, like my sister for Memorial Day, she made strawberry rhubarb crisp, which is great and super yummy. But I got a bunch of rhubarb from a friend too, and then I was like, oh, we should try to make something else with the rhubarb. So I'm going to do that with this. But this is the bread that I feel like I've made so many times. This is like the yeast bread, and it's super perfect. And any leftovers, you can just pop it in the freezer, and it makes 2 loaves. So that's probably why I make that like every week. But anyways, I wanted to take a moment and talk about this jewelry I've been wearing probably the last few videos. I feel like this is the only jewelry I wear now. I just love these pieces so much, but it is the Ana Luisa jewelry. It's hypoallergenic. It's also water resistant. So like if you wear it when you're swimming at the beach or in the shower, it's not going to be like the end or tarnishing of the jewelry. It really keeps it shine. And so these pieces, I am like a sucker for just like a basic gold hoop, but these ones I really love because it actually comes with a second gold hoop that you can put on if you're like going to church and you want something just like a little bit more fancy. But I always remember my grandma like saying, you're not fully put together if you're not wearing your earrings. And so what I like about this jewelry, it's like really minimal and basic, but I feel like more put together if I'm wearing something. And like, you know, I didn't even bother doing my makeup, but did put like a little bit of blush, and then you add in these pieces. But they're necklaces, you can actually like layer them as well. So anyway, just love these. And I'm going to put a link in the description below for the Ana Luisa jewelry, and check that out. Maybe you want to get yourself a few pieces, very affordable, like free shipping. And I love these. I think they're very mom friendly. Oh, stupid fly. So anyways, these necklaces specifically are actually separate necklaces. So sometimes I'll just wear like the one, or I'll just wear like this one. But then today I was feeling really fancy, so I wore both and just like layered them. So anyways, just wanted to take a minute to share that. So we're gonna get cooking. Adelaide's gonna pop on, and we're just gonna talk about like what we're doing for the end of the semester.
What's hyperallergenic?
Oh, hypoallergenic. So a lot of people, actually, you're probably like this because I know my grandma was. If you like wear jewelry that might have like nickel or something, you can kind of like get irritated, and you can get little crusties and rashes.
Oh, I get crusties sometimes. So
yeah, so sometimes because like your jewelry might just be from like.
I'll just get crusties out.
Yeah. So school, what have we been doing, Adelaide? Just to kind of like wrap things up a little bit quicker.
Well, you were gonna do the normal where we just keep going and then just keep ending, because we just take breaks like all the time. But instead, me and my sister have been adding a ton of extra. It's like planning ahead so we can finish in less time.
So as you guys probably know, we follow Ambleside online for the most part, and so they both have like a printed sheet of all the readings that they have to do for the term. And so I sat them down a couple weeks ago, and I said, hey, this is what's left if you want.
And then the one Juliet was like, what? We're finishing in June? And she was like, I'm going.
My 9-year-old was like, what? I'm like, listen, we took December off. Of course we have school. We school all year round. We take vacations whenever we want. Every time they go get milk with my mom, they're taking a day off. You know, we just have random day off, co-ops, all those things. So,
or it's just super nice.
But or it's a nice day out or whatever. But I do want them to finish books. This is not like, I feel like with Ambleside or probably a lot of Charlotte Mason, you're reading literature. And so it's not like you can just shut the textbook and just be done. We want to finish the stories. Like we want to finish the books. A lot of them, literally finishing. Like
some
today,
of the books I want to finish because I want to know how it ends.
Yeah, but like one today, Adelaide finished was Wild Animals I've Known. And anyway, we want to drag this out, this explanation. But so they're actually cranking it out. They've already finished a few of their books, even though we're on week 31.
My sister had like 8, and now she has like 3.
She has like 3 left. So we probably will finish the next 2 weeks. Which will be great, and they'll just get a longer summer break. We probably will keep up with some math and whatnot.
Knitting and crocheting, probably.
Yeah, I'll talk more about our summer plans, but just wanted to give you a little update on that. And so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get the rest of our
math
cooking done after she finishes her math and stuff.
Math sucks.
No, it doesn't. Nah, math's not our favorite, but that's all right. Can't love everything.
You could,
yeah. All right, so we'll touch base in when we come back to cooking. All right, so this is what it looks like before baked cookies. So it's like almost like a brown sugar batter. So I'll post this recipe down below, and if it tastes good, you may want to use some of that rhubarb from your own garden or your friend's garden and make these cookies. So it's a lot of brown sugar. You can see with cinnamon, so it should be a interesting flavor. We'll see how they turn out. All right, so Adelaide is making her meringues for the recital. She just adds some sugar in, a little at a time. And these cookies turned out really good. I already taste tested one. You can kind of see the texture. And that's the rhubarb. Had a nice, like, kind of tangy flavor. Really good with the brown sugar and cinnamon. Delicious. So if you want the recipe for these, I will put that in the description below. I'll also, if you've never made meringues, I'll definitely include the meringue recipe because this is one Adelaide has made many, many, many times. So, get going on here, Adelaide. This little piping machine. So she makes these all the time. She loves making meringues. So when we used, we made that chocolate milk this morning with the egg yolks. She took all the egg whites. And so she made 2 flavors here.
Root beer and
Root beer
raspberry.
and raspberry.
I just added a little blue coloring.
She had a little natural food coloring so you could tell the difference. Although the root beer, you're right, definitely makes it brown. Yeah. She just used some extracts for those. So she's going to have those for the violin recital too. Are you eating the leftovers? Making the raspberry ones now.
The raspberry ones. Let's see the tone part, definitely. I can just write on a little paper. I'm going to probably use one of the fancy holders back there. And let's write blue, raspberry, brown, root beer.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Are we sad? Being a little bit cranky today. Oh. Say hello.
A lot of poops.
Yeah, big blowouts. Mommy was trying to practice piano and she didn't really want much of that.
She's like,
no.
hold me.
Please, no, play piano. All right, so Adelaide.
They say babies like piano, but not when their mom's playing and they're not going to call.
That's the tricky part, right?
I tried something. Instead of doing one big squirt, I'll show you. I did one little squirt and I squirt on top of it, so it looked like 2 layers of this. Do you see how they're going the different ways? You can see the other one going the other way.
Okay.
Doing just that, I did this. I did one, and then I kind of
like a double layer. That's pretty.
I did one.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. All right, so let's go over this garden too that we got in. Most of it, but I gotta go to the store and get a few more things. I had some leftover seeds from last year and I planted some wildflowers here. We'll see if they come up in a week. And then this one and this one are pole beans and snap peas on the other side. So did get those done. And then this one is cucumbers and pickles that I had left from last year, and that one. This one I have not planted yet. I have to get a few more seeds at the store. And then over here I did, both of these are bush beans, lettuce, and then I did try to do some cabbage and broccoli. I don't know if it's gonna work out. If they don't, I'll just plant some more bush beans. And then in this last one, I put more bush beans in this one. And then these were some purple cabbages that I planted. But we'll see if those turn out. This was peppermint from last year. Nice thing about these, I realized, is it will prevent the peppermint from spreading, which is pretty nice. So, and some onions that popped up from last year. So that is what we have so far in this second garden. All right, so as far as the peppers, I try to label most of them, but we have some sweet peppers, the little small colored ones, because we really liked those last year. And then hot Portugal, Oh, excuse my husband's leaving. And then these are jalapeno, and then some hot bananas and some bell peppers as well. And over here, mammoth jalapenos. More jalapenos because we will literally pickle all the jalapenos. More peppermint, which I'm gonna probably just gonna dig that up. And then again, here's all the tomatoes over here. So we have like all the Roma style paste tomatoes here. A couple cherry tomatoes and tomatillos here, and then your regular like medium size, and then the big boys in the back. So everything except for like 3 boxes are planted, and I do have my plan written out in a notebook because you know, better believe it, that I'm going to forget everything. So anyways, yeah, I had a hard time getting out here because Emmeline would not take a nap today, which is fine. You know, she's 3 months old. But she finally did fall asleep in the Moby wrap, and then I was able to transfer her and get some of these seeds in. Now, these were the seeds that I planted were from last year. So I'm not sure if they'll come up. I'll just give them a week. Here in Wisconsin, I can still plant in June. So I'll give it a week. The seedlings pop up. Otherwise, I'll plant again next weekend. All right, so still in my apron, giving the 3-year-old a bath, and I'm gonna go water in my seedlings that I just planted. But I'm gonna close out this vlog and just wrap you guys up with just letting you know, yeah, we're gonna finish our school year, and I'll keep you updated on that and let you know our summer plans and what that looks like. But if you are still watching this video and you made it all the way to the end of our vlog, I would love to know what your summer school plans are, and make sure to check out the Anna Louisa jewelry, which I will link down below, and spruce yourself up this summer. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.